in our image galleries, but just crazy, you know what I mean, over the past few weeks. I just wanted to bring that up. I know we're a pro wrestling show, but when the King of Pop dies, you know what I mean, you got to make mention of that. So we'll move on from here. We're going to take your live phone calls in hour number 2. We give you the phone number right now to call up, 724-444-7444. Call ID number is 30273, followed by the pound key. We've also got our live chat, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, at WZROnline.com/chat. There are no TNA Impact tapings tonight. They taped last week 3 weeks worth of shows on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of last week. Full spoilers are they're up on the news boards, but they're probably pretty far down because it's been a busy few days here. But they are on the main news boards. We have SmackDown and ECW spoilers. Hopefully Ryan Garay, who normally does them over at ProWrestlingScoops.com, didn't talk to him. Don't know if he got a correspondent for tonight, but I will check at the hourly break, and hopefully we can get you guys some ECW spoilers and partial SmackDown spoilers before we go off the air here tonight. They're also going to tape tomorrow night in Bakersfield, California as well. So they're gonna go overseas here in the next few days. So we've got the Monday Night Raw spoilers for next week's show, and I know some of you guys don't read those, so I'm gonna try my best not to spoil anything for next week. But if you do want to read those, they are on the main news board. The WZROnline.com has those. Like I said, guys, I'm producing tonight, so as far as phone calls are concerned, I think I got this down. I was able to get Jose through, which is a good sign. So hopefully in hour number 2, hopefully when in hour number 2 we'll be able to put you through and you'll be able to ask us whatever is on your mind. MMA, UFC, TNA, WWE, whatever you want to talk about. We'll chat it up here in hour 2. One other note, usually we have the Raw rating. By this time there were some server issues today with Nielsen, who distributes the ratings, and there is not going to be a Raw rating today. It's supposed to be out tomorrow, but it's definitely not going to be out tonight. So there are some server issues over there with Nielsen. So we're not going to have a Raw rating, but we are going to run down the Bash, and we are going to run down Monday Night Raw from last night, and we're going to talk a little bit about the mini WWE draft that they did last night here in the 2 hours that we're here. I think you have a softball game as long as it doesn't rain out there, so you may have to take off a little bit early. Is that right?
Yeah, but it's actually kind of coming down a little bit harder, so I'm outside doing my little rain dance because, quite frankly, and that's something that I know that we had discussion on. If it rains, then we're good to go. So I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that it rains enough where the 9 o'clock game is going to be canceled.
Well, you said your softball team. We talked earlier. You don't have the best team this season, huh? Little
Nah. And that's something too that I wanted to address over the air. I apologize to you, of course, and the listeners, and kind of gradually coming in and out. But unfortunately, before I was asked from Ryan to co-host the show, I've committed myself to the softball team. Maybe sometime in February. Actually, I've been playing with them for the last 3 years. This is my 4th year, so. Trust me when I take my word, I would rather be here every week, 2 hours, talking wrestling and talking smack and enjoying those 2 hours, because this team that we've played on right now, we won the championship last year. We lost 6 of our key players, and, the 6 guys that are joining in can't really play all that well, so.
Well, listen, my man. You know damn well that you are my co-host here on WZR Radio, and we've only got to deal with this through the summer months. So as soon as the summer's over, we'll get back to our normal weekly Tuesday night telecast, where we won't have to leave you guys early, and we won't have to get Jose on a cell phone while he's in a car driving to a softball game, this and that. But we'll get it all worked out. It's only you only got about 6 or 7 more weeks of that left, which is only 6 or 7 more shows. So it'll end pretty soon, and then we'll get back to normal business here on Tuesday night, 7 to 9 Eastern time. Live, baby, live. Huh? Huh?
I like it. I'm feeling it. Now you know why I can't freaking, every time I lose my 2 hours of WZR Radio, I feel lost.
Well,
I'm in the outfield. I'm feeling lost. I'm like, what's going on here?
I know. We miss you here. I know when it comes time for Jose to leave, it's like, oh damn, man. You know what I mean? So we miss.
It's a different chemistry. I mean, you bring back Boone again. You guys two worked together for quite some time, pioneered the show itself, and so it's always good to kind of sometimes mix it up. You know, you hear his different opinion, his bright spots, him calling me out and playing softball because of the girls' sport, but it's all good.
Somebody listened to the archive last week. Huh?
Come on now. I got to keep up. I got to listen. I got to keep up. I read everything. Right. I listen to everything, and most of the times, a lot of, it's funny. It's hilarious stuff, and I just sit there and laugh.
Well,
you know what? I'm not going to change. I'm going to stay playing softball. You can hate it. You can say whatever you want about it, but I'm still playing softball.
Listen to this. I went over to, I know we got to get into the bash, but I went over to a buddy's house, and they play softball. My buddy Dan and Buddy House, we call him House, but they play softball, and went over there on Saturday. And we were kind of bored, just watching TV, waiting for the boxing to come on, and they said, hey, why don't we go outside and throw the ball around a little bit? And we went out there, and your boy Ryan Clark played a little softball this past Saturday, Jose. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I played a little bit of softball on Saturday with the boys, and it was all right, man. It was all right. You know,
I'm telling you, it's an athletic sport. You know what I mean? I don't play tennis. I don't play badminton. I don't play, beer pong, of course, it's another sport, but that's beside the point. But it's a sport. That's exactly what it is. Just baseball, but bigger ball. And it's underhand pitching. I
hear you. Well, they said that the next year they were gonna try to put a team together, and I may be a part of that team. So I need to quit talking shit. I need to quit talking shit right now, and next year I'll be in the same boat that you're in. So,
dude, I'm telling you, we go every single year to Orlando, Florida, 16 of us, and we've done that in the last 4 years. This will be our 5th year, and we play teams from Texas, from California. I mean, we play a team from Detroit. There were, it was just they were maybe 7-1. And about 500 pounds, but still, it's just the whole entire, just not playing Sunday mornings and drinking beer after the parking lot. This is competitive stuff.
Oh yeah, well that's what they do too. Is it's kind of like a beer league, you know what I mean? But they say it's fun, and you say it's fun, so I may give it a shot next year. You know what? See, we just ranted and raved for 20 minutes here. You know what I was thinking about doing, and I don't know if this would ever come to fruition, but I was thinking, I'm into the gossip, you know what I mean? I like sports, I like gossip, I like all that stuff. So I wanted to, I wanted to do just another show, like a non-wrestling based show, you know what I mean? I mean, you wouldn't have to co-host or anything. I may even do it myself, but I don't know. I was thinking maybe on a Thursday or a Wednesday or something like that, where I could just, I don't know. I feel bad.
Talk about anything. Talk about the world's current events. Talk about, the current trade with the Yankees or Eric Hiskey coming into New York.
Yeah, and then we could dedicate this show all to wrestling. You know what I mean? So the first 20 minutes we don't rant and rave because we know that. Everybody that's here right now wants wrestling talk. You know what I mean? And then we just rant and rave for 20 minutes. But I was thinking about it. You know what I mean? Maybe something on a Wednesday or a Thursday later in the week where I could just vent about gossip, and I could do whatever. Ultimate Fanatic in the chat says Ryan Clark wants to be like Perez Hilton. I don't know about Perez Hilton, my man. Maybe the TMZ. I don't know if I'm Perez Hilton's. He's cocky, or there's something with Perez Hilton that I'm not.
Well, I mean, he's one of those that, when TMZ came up, and then, of course, he just put on his blog style of Hollywood news. And, again, this is when TMZ blew up. TMZ was purchased by AOL. That blew up, and then of course he kind of piggybacked onto that success with TMZ and kind of just work a partnership with them, and he just blew up.
Madman 4000 in the chat room says Perez Hilton got slapped. No. Perez Hilton got bit slapped by Will I Am. They had a thing at an award show up in Toronto a few weeks ago where Fergie and the Black Eyed Peas were not fans of his work. All right. Let's move on, dude. Let's talk some pro wrestling. Let me give out the live chat room link again, WZROnline.com/chat. Get in the live chat room. Do chat shout-outs here in just a little bit, maybe a few in hour 1 and a few in hour number 2. All you guests in there, go get an account. You know, it only takes a second to register over at TalkShoe.com. So register your account, and then we'll give you some chat